Welcome to a special episode of Sitting with Shay J. Today we're highlighting Latina's First Foundation, an organization who is dedicated to recognizing and empowering Latina women right here in Colorado through their mentorship and their education. So joining me is Elena Mendoza, the Executive Director of Latina's First Foundation. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm excited to talk about this organization. Let's first start with the mission. Tell me a little bit about the mission behind Latina's First Foundation.
Absolutely. So Latina's First Foundation was established to elevate and highlight the work and the contributions that Latinas are doing within the Colorado community.
I appreciate you saying that. When I look at the history, I've seen so many women come out of this organization. Tell me about some of the impact that you've directly seen from your organization.
Yeah. I guess I'll kind of give you this answer in two ways, right?
Okay.
One, for me personally, as a first-generation Latina, I didn't always see people that sounded like me, that looked like me, and that I could really, that I could just see myself in. And I think that's one of the things that Latina's First Foundation does really well, is we do such an excellent job of highlighting and elevating Latina women cross sectors, right? Yeah. So public sector, private, and the nonprofit world.
I appreciate you saying that. When we think about really recognizing the contributions of Latinas, sometimes I feel like people discredit why that's so important. Can we talk a little bit about why that is critical?
Yes, let's do
it.
I think there's this misconception that women of color, in this case Latinas, that we're just coming into these spaces, that we are just becoming, you know, CEOs, we're just becoming presidents, and history is that that's not true.
Not at all.
We have been here,
yes.
And we need to continue to highlight and elevate those stories for our younger generation.
I appreciate you saying that. And when we think about the younger generation, I know mentorship is a key component. Tell me a little bit about that programming and initiatives with the mentorship. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when scholars become Latina's First scholarship winners, one of the things that that comes with that, I guess it's a package deal.
Yes.
They have some of these networking opportunities as well as mentorships. So all of our Latinas are connected with a mentor that can help kind of guide them through our goal is to get them to apply to college and then see them even through their career. And that's a piece of our mentorship and our networking opportunities that we provide for our scholars.
I appreciate that you're really taking time with them. I know education is a big pillar. Is there anything specific that's going around the education that you're really infusing into these young scholars?
A lot of this would be skills that you don't necessarily learn in school, right? How do you prepare for an interview? Whether it's an interview with 9 News, or just your job interview, right? How do you help showcase your best self? I think oftentimes we find it difficult to talk about ourselves and to really just toot our own horns, right? So how do we do that in a professional manner? So those are some of those skills. So whether it's interview skills, writing your resume, or even just really understanding who you are as an individual, right? What are areas that you can continue to focus on and areas that you are already excelling in, and just kind of bringing those to light. And I think that that's part of one of the wonderful things that we offer, and oftentimes skills that you don't receive in schools and in universities.
It's so critical, and I really appreciate you talking about that, because sometimes we overlook those skills, right? But they're critical to people showing up and being the best version of themselves. And like you say, when you don't see people that look like you and feel like you, sometimes it's not easy to really adapt those skills.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about your experience with Latinas First. I know you were a little bit new to the scene, but coming out of a place of being one of the biggest supporters now into a space of being one of the people that are really impacting the community through this lens. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's just such a great, for me, I'm super excited not just to be here with you, but with Latinas First. I've been here under a year, and my career started in education. I then left the education world and I started working in different nonprofit organizations, and I've been a long time, I guess you can maybe call me, I've been a long time groupie of Latinas First Foundation.
That's a good way to be a groupie, I like that.
I've been attending the luncheon for years now. And so for me, kind of stepping into this role, I feel, one, I do feel the responsibility of this role, right? Being a first generation Latina. And I'm excited to be here. I feel like it's such a great marriage of my education, my passion for education, and all of my experience in the nonprofit world. I feel like this is an incredible place to be. And I feel like I couldn't have come up with a better career for myself right now.
I love that journey. That speaks to the impact they're having right here in the community. When someone like you who came to a luncheon now wants to be so a part of this organization, that speaks to it right there. Tell me, for those people that are at home that are saying, is this for me? Should I be a part of Latinos First? Who is this organization for, and how can they be a part of it?
The answer to your question is yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's for you. And it's for anyone who wants to continue to either be a part of our organization as a scholar. We are also always looking for mentors. We're also looking for people who would like to share their skills. Is there a skill that you would like to share that maybe you learned later on in your career that you want to be sure that you can kind of impart on some of our scholars?
Elena, thank you so much for coming and joining me. Any last words for our audience out there?
You know, we're also, I guess the one thing, I can't believe I didn't mention this, right? But we're also always looking for donors, right? For donations as a nonprofit. Financial donations are our bloodline, as is the people talent. So
I love that. Your time, your talent, visit, learn more about the organization. For my viewers, if you want to learn or support the foundation, it's best that you get involved. Go to latinasfirstfoundation.org and remember to stay empowered. We want to recognize the Latina women in Colorado that are doing amazing things, not just this time of the year, but all year long.
Yes.
Thank you for your inspiring story. Thank you for you guys' impact right here in our very own community in Colorado. My viewers, make sure you learn more. And remember, your voice has power. It has the power to inspire change. So keep rising, keep shining. Until next time, it's Shay J, and together we create impact. Thank you for watching Sitting with Shay J.